take the image, repair overexposed highlights, color intermediate, color feature, color grading, curves and light. Just because your background is blown out or overexposed doesn't mean you can't edit your way to a good image. In this tutorial, we will repair image contrast while adding in a bit of color grading to finalize a modern look. Okay, let's start the tutorial. Start tutorial. Chapter 1 of 5. Recover blown out highlights. Although the blown out background areas of this photo are not important, their harsh brightness is distracting. Refining the exposure and tone is the first step in rescuing this image. Okay, continue. Open the light panel first time. Open. Although the background has clipped highlights the main SL by rising exposure. Okay. Okay, pull the highlights slider down to begin to smooth the transition between mid tones and the clipped highlights. Okay, pull whites down next to recover a faint amount of detail and smooth the transition even further. Bring up shadows so that we have a lighter, softer look on the subject. Bring up blacks just a little bit to smooth the transition to the darkest tones. Okay, darkest tone. Adjust a little bit of pop back into the image by raising the contrast. Okay, contrast. Although we could push the basic tone slider even further, there are more subtle ways to control tones. Let's use the tone curve to make even more adjustments to the highlights and shadows. Okay, continue. Open the curves tool. Curve. This is one image shadows. We are going to use the tone curve to attend the shadows and highlights while adding some contrast. Okay. Okay, before. Okay, the image very looking good. Chapter 2 completed of 5. Vignetting correction. This lens has a significant amount of vignetting which subtracts from the high K fill to the image, so we will automatically correct and unwanted lens artifacts with 2 clicks. Okay, continue. Repair overexposed highlights. Tap done to close the curve panel. Okay, open the optics panel. Open. Remove unwanted color rings from around objects and bright highlights. In my opinion, this should be left on by default. Okay. Repair overexposed. Remove unwanted color frings from around objects and bright highlights. In my opinion, this should be left on by default. Okay. Turn on the enable profile connections setting and see how the brightness increase allows the subject to stand out even more. Okay. Turn on the enable profile correction setting and see how the brightness increase allows the subject to stand out even more. Okay. Chapter 3 completed of 5. Adding some pop. The background may be harshly lit, but the subject is in very soft light. We are going to add some mid-tone contrast. Open the effects panel. Lower texture to soften finer details in this portrait. Raise clarity to increase mid-tone contrast and add a little pop. Chapter 4 complete of 5. Using gradients to balance the image. The emphasis of this image should be the subject. However, in this relatively high K image, the dark left hand side of the image draws the viewer's eye away. We will fix that using a linear graduate filter. Okay, continue. Open the masking panel. Open. Tap on the plus to create a new mask with a linear gradient. Okay. Select linear gradient. Drag a graduated filter across from the left hand edges of the photo towards the right. Okay. Open the light panel. Brighten the affected area to balance the image and make it the okay. Chapter 5 completed of 5. Correct and styles colors. Now that we have achieved the look we want in terms of brightness and contrast, let's work on the color. First we will make correction, then we will stylize. Tap on the check mark. Okay. Open the color panel first time. Okay, open the color panel. This image was captured in the shade and is too cool. Shift the warmer look. Okay, warmer look. The color in this skin are all very muted to begin with, so let's raise vibrance to add color. Okay, next we are going to use the color mixer to fine tune individually color. Open the color mix panel. Okay, select the orange color. Okay, we want to harmonize all of the colors in the image, so let's start by sliding orange hue towards yellow. Okay, select the yellow. Okay, next push the yellow hue towards green. Select the greens. Okay, to enhance green even more, push the green hue more towards aqua greens. Select the aqueous. Okay, to complement and harmonize this color scheme, push the aqua hue towards green. Okay, select the orange. Dial orange saturation down quite a bit more, since orange is a prominent part of the distracting sunlit background. Select the yellow. Okay, also dial yellow saturation down to help de-emphasize the background even more. Select the greens. Okay, greens are the most vibrant of all, so they will need the most desaturation. This will really pull the image together. Select the aqueous. Lowering the aqua saturation will also often have a faint effect on the green saturation. Select the blues. Okay, you might not notice blue in the image, but it's there and is not working with our color scheme. So let's detach it. Select the purples. Okay, purple and magenta are not very present in the image, but since they are faintly visible, let's distort them as well. Select the magnetas. Okay, purple and magenta are not very present in the image, but since they are faintly visible, let's distort them as well. The image looks great already, but we want to styles the whole image, especially the bright highlights, so we are going to add some color grading to enhance the exciting color palette. Okay, tap done to close the color mix panel. Okay, open the color grading panel. Shadows are naturally bluer than sunlit highlights, so let's enhance this by grading the shadows a little bluer. Okay, okay, done. Tap to adjust highlights. Okay, oppositely we want all of our highlights to regain a warm vibe, so let's push highlights in the orange direction. Okay, smooth the effects together by turning blending all the way up. Okay, lastly we are going to fine tune the balance of the color grading. This will keep the warmth out of the shadows a little more. That looks great. Try this on your own photos. Okay, continue. Congratulations, and finally completed our image editing. Thank you.